Hey, yo, F1 guy, can I just call you Henry? Oh, congrats, man. That is massive. That's up 40k. Wow, well done. That is massive for you. I'm very proud. Oh, hi and hello, and then goodbye, Celsi. Ugh. I mean, yeah, I'm at 40k. That's double my most ever. So, well done. I think the most I ever got was like 22, I think. So, yeah, well done. Alright, let's get this thing started. Even though my brain's acting a bit slow today. Ugh. What Spotify playlist shall I go for today that you lot can't hear? Let's go for the F1 one that's just full of Max Verstappen songs. I think that's a good idea. I need energy. Right now I'm lacking in energy. I need energy. So that's what we're going for. Super Max! La 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 la. Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to the Michael Schumacher driver. I didn't with my mic, did I? What a twat. That seems way too far away. You know, come a bit closer. There you go. I'm gonna turn my sub count off, honestly, because I feel like if you're watching on Twitch or Kick and you see that number, you'll be a bit confused, so. Alright, Kian. 520 likes. Bloody hell! You are absolutely cooking. What's my most, likes? I can't even see that. Probably the most viewed one. Yeah, you've absolutely smashed it. I mean, I've never really got the shorts algorithm, but obviously you've found something. Just, whatever you've done, copy everything. And hopefully that can lead you to a bit more success. That's class. I tell you what, I'm so happy with how my new video's doing. I had pretty high expectations, which you could call, arrogant, I suppose. But I was, thinking, maybe 1,000 views. Just because, it took so long to make that I wanted at least a bit of incentive to do more, and it's already at 3K. That's my second most viewed F1 video ever. So yeah, if any of you have watched it, cheers for that, and if you haven't, go watch it, because why not? I said so. Alright, Sammer, got a challenge for you. You will start in last in the first lap. Can I make it to P3 without problem, no damage, no front wing, and arrive first without hesitation? Honestly, if there's any track where I'm going to try a last to first, it probably would be Jeddah, as that's probably, apart from Spa, the track where I'm strongest compared to the AI. But I think I will still try and qualify well. You know, I don't really, you know, is there a real reason other than, you know, just the challenge to start in the back? But yeah, today we're back with the Michael Schumacher driver career. You know, Bahrain was a bit sad. I should have won that race, but we take a P5 with 25 points after, you know, 2 races in an Alpine. Is pretty solid, if you ask me. Got Jeddah in Austria today, and I think we just get straight into it, you know what I mean? Let's just go. My valid public shorts aren't going up. Why does this happen? Well, that's just how it works, mate. You know, there is no consistency around YouTube's algorithm at all. I mean, and it's like that with every social media. I've uploaded videos and shorts that get 10 views in a year, and then other videos get 1,000 in 10 minutes. It's just, it's all like timing. You know, you've got to get, obviously you can't, I suppose you can predict it, but I don't know how that works, but it's got to be timing where you upload it with the right people on the platform at the right time, so it all just, I don't know, but yeah. I do remember you, Funky Racing, I do indeed, yes. I feel like I should point out that on YouTube, I see people's ats rather than their name. So, yeah, make sure you know what your username is, because I'm calling you everyone by their usernames. You know what, you get like your name and you get an at behind it. So, yeah, I don't know how to change it. They only changed it a couple of weeks ago, and it's just really pointless. Remember, overtakes are unlimited. That is very true. It's not, to be fair, but yeah, well, obviously, yeah, like I said, I could probably do a last to 5th. But it's in my best interest to start high so I can finish high, do you know what I mean? Saudi Arabia. Might as well do practice. Oh, of course I'm going to do practice. I need the resource points. I forgot that I'm in a brand, well, not, yeah, it's a brand new career, but I do have an actual car. It's not on my team, so. I also think lowering my tyre pressures have been massive recently. I don't know why sim racing setups put them so high. I just don't. Ugh. Alright. Very, 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 very first lap. I've literally, like, yeah, I've launched the game inside my stream, so I have no idea how I'm going to be driving today. We'll just have to wait and see. Of course, with the Benetton, I need that a bit louder for me, because I need to, my ears deafened. There we go. So of course, because I'm driving a Benetton, and Michael Schumacher drove for Benetton, I believe from 1992 until 1996. Back then they used V8 engines, so I've got a V8 engine. Also, a little interesting thing I've noticed is that you see how my camera isn't centered. If you look at the left and the right wheels, on shorts it might be a bit difficult because it's small. But with the Alpine, and I believe it's only the Alpine, the camera goes like, it's not in the middle. It's really, really strange. So hang on, let me navigate through these corners at absolute slug pace. Oh, I've already hit the wall. Good start. If I go to my camera customization and put this to 12, you'll see it's no longer uncensored. It's very strange, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Just a fun thing to point out, I suppose. Got no real expectations today. I just want to drive. Honestly, I've degraded so much recently. I used to go from like, I want to get on the podium, I want to get a top 5. Then it became, I just want to score points. Then it became, I just want to have a clean race. Now I just want to get to the end, you know? Not sure entirely why, but recently, last week or so, I've just forgotten how to drive a car. Even with the racing line on, which is quite impressive. How am I doing, Lucifer? I'm doing pretty good, mate. Sleep schedule is, well, yeah, literal vampire territory, as in I'm sleeping all day and being awake all night, but we're here, we're locked in. You alright, Tanya? It's good to see you again. Hope you're doing good. Nice. I love Saudi. I do like Saudi as well. Well, the track at least. I've never been to the country, so I can't give my opinion on that. But yeah, the track's great. Watch out for Max Verstappen. Yeah, he'll be there. Audio's probably really loud, isn't it? Do that. You're right, Dennis! Hello, mate. Can't believe Alan Walker, of all people, made a Charles Leclerc song. Like, that is just incredible stuff. What a guy. Alright. Bit of fuel management. I don't like fuel management. It's entirely irrelevant, but we'll do it anyway. Any guess on the 2026 Australian podium? I mean, I could literally, quite literally say anyone, and it could come true. I'm gonna say Russell, Leclerc, Alonso. Although that is based on quite literally nothing. I did see something though that apparently, I believe it was Red Bull, Mercedes and Honda, or it was someone else. I think it might be those two, but there might have been a third. Has apparently discovered a little loophole in the regulations to use the fuel of the car for more ERS charge, which would be really broken, as in like really strong. About to get 42k. Yeah, hopefully that keeps going. Usually with YouTube Shorts and also just YouTube videos in general, after the first few days, they just stop gaining views. That's just how it works, because obviously once your impression through click-through rate, which is basically when your video is shown on the YouTube homepage, it's the percentage of people that actually click on it. So, you know, in my case, it's usually around like 6%, which is really good, I think. Once that goes down, YouTube stops showing it to people, so that's when your views just sort of stop. But I've also, I haven't had it personally, but there are times when you'll have a short or a video or anything that might be a year or two old, and all of a sudden, it will just go like, and it will just go up and gain ridiculous traction, even though it's really old. I have that happen with my, my very first Ayrton Senna video. It just continually goes up, very gradual, like a very gradual climb. And that was uploaded a year and a half ago. And that still just very slowly goes up. And it is still, to this day, my most popular F1 video. In fact, the video I uploaded 48 hours ago is already halfway there. And, well, my second most popular F1 video. So if anyone here in the chat haven't seen my video yet, you don't even have to watch it, but if you could just spend 10 seconds clicking on it, watching it for 10 seconds, and then clicking off it so it counts as a view, that'd be class. Do a good bit of race strategy. I might do all 5 laps. I'll see if I'm feeling good, because if I am, I'll only do 3. Just that I might genuinely need the practice, because I haven't driven a car today. And although I usually don't need warm-up, I could usually drive at 90% my speed off the bat, but I do need a couple of laps to get to the 100, you know what I mean? I thought Benetton never sponsored BWT. Now, this is just a livery mod that combines Alpine and Benetton, so it's got, like, Alpine sponsors, but it's got Benetton's name, colours, and logo, as you can see in the top left. I completely forgot to link the mod in the description. Or did I? I don't know. Alright, KS, J. Good letter, that. Not bad. Alright, Sophie, good morning to you. It is actually morning. This might be the first time in about nearly a year that I've streamed in the morning. That used to be my whole schedule. I'd wake up at 6 a.m, stream at 8 a.m, I'd be done by 12, and then I could just do what I want for the rest of the day. Those were good times. Ugh. It's very important to keep in note that I am driving an Alpine, aka the 7th slowest car. So, why can EA and Codemaster then input the 2001 Benetton? That's a good question. All licensing stuff, I believe, although I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if they need licensing from Benetton, which I don't even think that company exists anymore, or whether they need it from F1, or whether they need it from the people that now own Benetton, which I guess would be Alpine, although I'm not too sure. I don't know. But I honestly believe, I know this is against the majority of people, but I do genuinely believe that the reason we haven't had classic cars back in the game since 2020 is that no one uses them. And it probably costs quite a lot to license and make. And, like, well, I didn't use them, ever. It was cool for, obviously, a one-off race, getting, like, the 2010 Mercedes. Not Mercedes, McLaren, or whatever. But, in general, like, they were a bit pointless. So I can see why they haven't added them. But, of course, the game is so empty now. You get My Team Career, and that's about it. It would be nice to have these days. Do I remember you? Oh, shit, ignore that. I vaguely do, yeah. Usually, if I don't remember someone by name, I remember them by a message. So if there's like a message you might have put before, then maybe I wouldn't remember. Can I please gift you 25 for PC? Probably not, mate. I can't even afford to buy it myself. Like, again. Alright, Jay, it's 10 a.m. Go outside, mate. Yellow flag? Eh. Oh. Oh, you. Ugh. F1 2016 was a chaos game. I played... Actually, no, I was going to say I didn't play that one. I did. I played it very briefly for a YouTube series of, like, going back to a classic game. I really enjoyed it. I know everyone says 2014's, like, the worst one by far. But the first one I played, like, properly for more than 500 hours was 2021. That's, like, when I first got into it. And apart from F1 24, I've increased my hours on the game year by year. That's a complete lie. No, I haven't. That's just... I've just made that up. I think 2021 I had 1.2k hours, and then 22 I had about 500 because that game was not good. 23 I think I had like 1.5k. 24 I had about 400, and then 25 I've already got about 600, even though I only started playing it in early September. Although, to be fair, I am guilty of just leaving the game on while I'm either not here or doing something else, and that also just stat pads hours. ...2014 crash physics are good. I've seen some of them. Right, Leo, how am I doing? Oh, I keep crashing into walls. I'm doing alright, mate. I'm doing alright. Sleep schedule's absolutely out the window, but... yeah, doing too bad. Not doing too bad, I should say. Hope you're doing good yourself. How'd I get the V8 or V10? It's a mod on overtake.gg. You get a V10, you get a V8, you get a V12. I think you get a V6 as well. Plus some older like, F1 game engines from 2019. And for the matter of, obviously it's PC only, for the matter of installing them, it's a bit complicated. I suggest just Googling it. There are videos out there. And even though they're a bit old, it's the same thing from like 5 years ago, so yeah. Same thing with the Benetton livery, and I think that's all the mods I've got, actually. I don't think I've got any livery mods. Wait, of course I do. I've got the historical thing on, yeah. How am I going to spend my Christmas? Well, just like any other day. Wake up, eat a lot, go to bed. Am I trans? Sorry if I'm pressing. Well, I mean, no. No, no, no. One more lap. Someone said, yeah, that's just because it's called an internet troll, my friend. That's why I immediately banned them. Because it's just like, get a bit of a grip, do you know what I mean? I need to remember, I've got a broken front wing and I'm still, well, I'm not quick at all, but I'm still better than the Delta. The engine is bliss, I agree. I still think the V10 is better. The loud screaming one. But yeah, this is pretty good. I wanted to keep it as historically accurate as possible. When, you know, when Schumacher was at Benetton in like 1994, for example, it was a V8 engine. So that's why I've got a V8 engine. Am I excited for the new year? I wouldn't say excited, I'd say optimistic. I don't know, I don't really think about that. I mean, people like to see the new year as like a refresh and set new goals. I don't really do that. If I have a goal, I just do it whenever. You know what I mean? Almost a 3.2k. And we're done. Bit of a slipstream as well. Not bad. Thank you, Jordan. Hi. Oof.
Program complete. And
3 seconds off the pace.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
But yeah, I mean, F1 2014. I don't think anyone ever's heard... that was not English. I've never heard anyone say that it was to do with the engine sound. All I heard was it was just really bad handling.
I had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Wait, hang on. You're,
And that's it.
You're the man spelling of Hamish. Oh, I forgot the full name. It's quite long, but $5 Australian. Ugh, that is world class. Right, pin stuff. I was almost gonna put you in timeout. That'd have been funny, but thank you though, mate. That's class. That is class. Thank you very much. I like F1. I like F1 too, Alex. Welcome to the team. Did I get 200 followers on Twitch? No, I'm at 193 currently. Alright, Jack. You're right, Liam. How's it going? It's going pretty good, mate. It's going pretty good, apart from the vampire sleep schedule. Are you a darts fan? That's quite mad, isn't it? I mean, you have no idea of, like, my interests, and yet you've managed to say, like, the one thing that I'm interested in. I am a darts fan. I'll be honest, I've not watched any of the World Championship. Don't know why, just kind of haven't. I'll be honest, I was only watching it due to Gerwyn Price, and since he got absolutely, like, annihilated yesterday, I just kind of lost interest, because now it's just going to be Luke Littler just winning, so it's a bit boring. My English, I am, absolutely, mate. No, mate, I don't think Cyrax is coming, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Do I have F1 2020? I did on PlayStation, but since I'm on PC now, 25 is the only one I've got. Although, to be fair, I think I have EA Play, so if it's on that, I might be able to get it. I don't know. How am I doing today? Well, champ, I'm... yeah, not bad. 7, 8 out of 10. I was going to say 6, 7 out of 10 then, and that would have been really sad, because that's just not funny. But yeah, pretty good. Hope you're doing good yourself. Any tips for trying to turn the traction control off? Honestly, I know this sounds dull, and it's not really a tip. Just play a lot. I don't do anything special. I drive almost subconsciously at this point because I've played the game so much. And, you know, the traction control is really all I have to worry about. Because obviously the braking, I've got anti-lock brakes and the line tells you where to brake. So, just play a lot. I don't do any specialties. I haven't even listened to any others' tips. I've just played a lot. Anyway, welcome to qualifying here at Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're looking for another strong Q3 appearance. There are the Ferraris in their righteous place of P8 and P9, in between a Sauber sandwich. Decent. George Russell 11th, by the way. So, Pierre Gasly is 7 tenths off the pace. I'm not sure what's happened there, but he is French, so you don't expect much of him. So to get through, it's going to be there's 11 teams, so it's top 16. 29s. Get to the 29s and we'll get through. Can I do Las Vegas? No. It's a career mode, and that ain't until the end of the season. So I will do eventually, just not at this moment in time. I also decided that next season of this series, so it's a 16-race calendar, I'm going to try and make it as similar to like a mid-90s season as possible, because that's obviously when this is meant to be, Schumacher and the Benetton. So I don't really know what tracks there would be. I could think of maybe Imola, Monza, Silverstone, Spa, Monaco. I don't think any other tracks are on the calendar. Maybe countries, but tracks I'm not too sure. I mean, Vegas, maybe. I know Vegas was, they had the... well, I forgot what the track was called, but there was like, it was like in a parking area. Almost went into the wall. They actually, you know, bounced off it. That's when you get too close. So yeah, I'm going to put together, even if it's on tracks that I don't really like, I'm just going to put together a calendar that makes it a bit more realistic, do you know what I mean? Do I have traction control medium or off? It's off, mate. Although, I'll be honest, I feel like traction control is by far the easiest of, like, the 3 big ones to turn off, so... yeah. I was just realised I'm not using hot lap on my ERS. Maybe that's on purpose, you know? Netherlands? No, this is, Saudi Arabia. I mean, fastest sector too. That's nice, at least, I guess. I still feel really slow through the corners. I'm thinking of upping my downforce a very ditty bit, you know? Will I do a no red line stream soon? Probably, yeah. I'll be honest, I just kind of forgot about that whole, like, thing that I was going to learn it. Alright, so our first lap in qualifying is going to be a 28.7. Top 5, it's not even that good, but should still be by far good enough to get through. I'll be honest, you know, I still intend to continue that series of trying to learn all the tracks of the racing line off. But the reason I haven't carried on is that I know full well that I'll learn all the tracks and then just still have it on, because it's easier. So, I don't know, we'll see. Minor wheel, I am indeed, mate, yes. Don't need to go again. That lap was a bit mid, but it was good enough. Did Gasly get a 90+7 lap? He didn't. Is he last? Oh, Pierre. I mean, to be fair, he was only 9 milliseconds off the absolute mighty, supreme, special talent, Aiden Jackson. Do you know what? There are 2 things I've realised. I haven't played Breaking Point 3. I also haven't done, like, the F1 movie scenarios. So I could do that for a live stream, you know? I think it's, to be honest, the stories of both Breaking Point and the F1 movie are basically the same thing, and they're awful. So that might be why I've just not really bothered or even been interested. Pancakes or waffles? Well, waffles because I don't like pancakes. So there you go, that's my answer to that. I don't know why, I've never got on with pancakes. I mean, Pancake Day, my whole family, you know, they love them. Like maple syrup and the whole lot. Nice bit of fruit, and it looks lovely, but I can't get on with them. Yeah, not get on with them. I'm out, have a good day, everyone, see you later. I need to remember your full name, because obviously for me it says Mr. Blocky, so... it's a common man smelling of Hamish, or something along those lines, but yeah. Thank you very much for the donation, and hope to see you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Alright, cue numero dos. The same lap time should get me through, so... Alright, Dan. Am I a pancake? No. I'm more of a, watermelon build. Or bowling ball. Another really awful lap, I'll be honest. Well, actually, it's not an awful lap. It's an awful first, like, 2 corners. Can I do this flat? Yes. Definitely upping my downforce for Q3, and hopefully I can get a couple more, or at least a 10th out of it. That'd be nice. Right, Jackson. Sector 2 is going to be a 1 minute 2.3. probably going to be knocking out Yuki Tsunoda here, which she's already knocked out because that's how qualifying works. Yeah. Where's this going to get me in terms of straight line speed? I think, honestly, having overtake and medium rather than just hot lap is actually better. You get more straight line speed, but obviously your cornering speed's a little bit less. And I play Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite since 2020, so probably not, no. Almost like a Max Verstappen then. There is so much time in this lap, it's not even, like, exaggerated. There's still time left? Oh, I went out early. I didn't even realise. So, I went, what, 3/10, almost half a second quicker than my Q1 lap, and I still think there's half a second in there. So, just got to hook it up and, yeah, do that. If I were to race you, it would be a 50-50. Would it really? Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm so cute. I mean, are pancakes cute? I don't know. I think chinchillas are a bit more cuter. I'll take a top 4. Nice. 3.2k. Ugh. You know what? Considering, like, no one ever watches on Twitch, I've just got on the wrong one. I just realised... Oh, no, I'm being dumb. Never mind. Nah. I turned my sub count off, but only for 1. And I was going to turn it back on. I'll forget it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you all. Little 3.2k. Ugh. Common Man Smelling of Hamish by Andy is a fragrance made by Hamish. If you know, you know, but you don't know. It's from an Australian pod. I remember you telling me that, but I just wanted to remember your full name. Because, like, you know, YouTube being YouTube, they're just adding unnecessary features. They changed... So rather than showing people's, like, names, it shows their ats, which most people don't even know their own. So I'll be, like, talking to someone, like Adam, for example, and if he had, like, a different username, they'd be like, who? That's not my name, so he's obviously not talking to me. I wish I could change it, but I don't think I can. Alright, Christine. Am I using PS5? I'm not, no. I'm on the personal computer. You're right, the rich one. I like that. Right, I need a good lap. I need, like, a really good lap. Like, a really, really good lap. Because it's in there. Why do I have Max Verstappen behind your camera? Am I a fan of him? I'm a massive fan of him, yeah. Also, just because it's really cool and funny. I mean, there aren't many, you know, people in general, but F1 streamers, maybe none. They have a webcam with Max Verstappen in the background. You know what I mean? Like, it's world class. What is this traffic jam I'm in? And look at that up ahead. Earth. Be my best interest to avoid that. I will also get a really lovely slipstream from this Ferrari. Max Verstappen goes fastest to a shock to absolutely no one. Ferrari's now going to get out of my way, which is good. And this is where the lap has to be good. Now, remember, I am running the higher downforce now, so I should hopefully have a bit more performance. Really nice opening to Sector 1. That is oof territory. Keep it flat. Keep your foot pinned to the floor. No wall. Ugh. Better than sliced bread, that one. Fastest Sector 1 of anybody. And a little bit wide. Get the exit nice and early. Ugh. Mind that wall, that was almost death territory. Oh, this is a good one, this one. This is a good one. I'm telling you now, this is a good one. But it could still... This is exactly like Verstappen in 21. Almost, not almost perfect. A very good start and middle part to the lap. But I'm now going to lose quite a lot of time because I've run out of overtake through here. But... yeah, see, this is where it could go wrong. I braked a bit too early. Got the exit, though. It's still a great lap. It is still a good lap. It's going to be a 1 minute 27.6.
You've got pole position.
Ooh!
With
alright.
qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event.
Half a tenth, that was all that was in it. See, I
join us then.
I knew there was half a second in there. In fact, I actually found 8/10 of a second. Well done, Michael. But well done me, but well done, Michael. See, that's why he's the best of all time, getting pole position in a bloody Alpine. Also, shout out Ocon for a top... Alex, what's he doing in the... I mean, to be fair, look at the gaps. Me and Max are just like... I mean, to be fair, as expected, me and Max, or Schumacher and Max, I should say, are like, up there somewhere, like up there at the ceiling. I can't even see them. And then everyone else is just on the floor. Try a NASCAR game? I mean, I don't like NASCAR. But maybe, if it's on sale, I guess. Was Suzuka and Zandvoort on the calendar in the 90s? I think Suzuka was. Or was it Fuji back then? I think Zandvoort, it has been on the calendar before, but I think that was more 70s than 90s. But I'll try and make it as old as possible, do you know what I mean? I tried beating your time around Saudi Arabia in time trial. I failed big time. Well, if you try to do the one that, you know, the 28.4, I've just gone and done a 27.6, so yeah, that's a good lap. I got so much views, it's very good stuff, yes. Am I feeling good today? I'm feeling pretty good, I will say. That lap was probably the, you know, like, the 1 in a million, you know, like, it's just not going to happen for a while. Playing F1 on my G923, it's not a bad wheel at all. It's pretty good, I like it. That's like the only other wheel I've ever owned. Can I play Vegas right now? No, mate, like I said, it's a career mode. I don't pick the tracks, the game does. It's a calendar. Vegas isn't until the end. Alright, Dan, and Daniel, and Jack. I'm liking all like the easy names to read, because I'm really bad at pronouncing names. How to not lock up? I have no idea, mate, because I still use ABS and I'll never turn it off. And when I say I have no idea, that's not because I've never done it before, it's because I genuinely don't know. I've spent probably a good 20 to 30 hours trying to learn ABS off, and I cannot get round any corner, no matter if it's high speed, low, even if I literally keep my wheel straight and I just brake at like half. I don't even bother turning, I just keep it straight, I still lock up. I can't fathom it. There is obviously something going wrong with me, whether it's the, you know, my setup or the way I'm driving, but yeah, I gave that up many moons ago. Alright, Furlock. I thought it's a real Max. I mean, to be fair, it would probably cost quite a lot to get Max Verstappen to come to a random flat in London and stand behind a Christmas tree in a fat bloke for 3 hours. So yeah, that would have been quite good. I also forgot to turn Parc Fermé rules back on, so apologies. I'll do that for the next race, don't you worry. Alright, let's get ready for round 3 Al Jeddah. Starting on pole.
Here we go then. The formation
hard on the pedal and then release the deeper. Yeah, no, I get like how to, as in like I get the concept, but when I try and put it into practice, it just doesn't work. Like I said, it's probably a really easy fix. If you already know it, you'll probably, it's like me watching someone with like traction control turning it off for the first time. I'll look at them and go like, what are you doing? It's like that. If you know ABS, you'll probably watch me and go, what on earth are you doing? So yeah. Am I using load cell brakes? I don't think so. I don't really know what that is. All I know is that my pedals are just a spring. So, no. Who's my favourite driver? Mine's pretty self-explanatory. Well, your name on my screen says Ollie loves cars, and there's a driver called Ollie Behrman, so it could be him. But my favourite's Checo Perez. So, yeah. Welcome to Jeddah, the track I've rage quit 15 times. I don't think I've ever rage quit at a track. I just retire from the race or just start last. But anyway, this is important. We're starting from pole at Jeddah. We need a good start. Try not to jump the bastard. I've done that before. I've also spun off the... Oh. Michael Schumacher. That is world bleeding class. Not even remotely in contention from any other driver. Earth. We can now go on to lead the race from lap numero uno. We are doing a one-stop. I'm gonna assume that's the more favorable strategy to literally everyone. So, yeah, I will just have to drive fast and not crash, and I should be on for a Grand Prix win. I like Piastri. I'll tell you what, I really like Piastri as well. It's so strange for me. Understeer. It's been really strange for me for 2025 because I'm a fan of all Max, Lando, and Oscar, probably about the same level as well. Pretty much with most drivers. So seeing just the absolute war between all of them, like their fans, I mean, has been very funny, but also really strange. I mean, it's like I always say, I really wanted Lando to win this year's championship for the sole reason that he hasn't won yet. If Lando won last year, I know it wasn't going to ever happen, but pretend it did, I would probably back Oscar over Lando. Even though Lando's English and Oscar Piastri's Australian and I'm English, I'd still pick Oscar. Do it off for Dave Ricardo. Oh, ignore that. I don't know why that happens. I look at my chat, I just forget to look like, at least have like an eye dedicated. And then somehow my car just, yeah, I don't know, it just, I'm tired, okay, let me off. Oh, to be fair, if I was on the road, I'd be dead and arrested on the spot. But no, honestly, the reason that I still use the racing line after these many years is because it makes the game really easy and comfortable. And that's the same reason why I won't ever turn ABS off, because it's just way too challenging. With me, anything that requires a remote bit of, like, challenge, I just don't bother. Unless it's something I'm genuinely interested in and I want to do. Whereas with ABS, if I turn it off, I don't gain anything. Do you know what I mean? Racing line, it's kind of, you know, the game is a bit more fun with it off. But even so, yeah, that's just always been my thought process. I still don't get why people have such a massive problem with it. I mean, I've had death threats on Instagram DMs because I use the racing line. But yeah, how'd I save up for my PC? Without working. Well, I did work, so there you go. That's the answer to that one. I mean, you can't really gain money without working, I guess, unless you have a rich family or benefits. But here comes back to Verstappen. I don't mind him taking the lead. I reckon I've got the pace to stay within his DRS. I'm dying. My voice is already going. And I could just save up ERS and... Why do I need... What? I need to cough. I'm dying. I don't know, mate. I worked my bollocks off for nearly a decade to save up for my entire setup that I've got now. I will say, though, the last thing I'll say about assists and stuff, because it feels like it's all I ever talk about, is that it's only really F1 I have that mindset. When I play other actual sims, like your iRacings and your R-Factor 2s and things, I do actually use no assist, so no anti-lock brakes, no racing line, because, I don't know, I treat them differently. I treat them as, like, proper, whereas this is just a dick about. Don't know if that's weird, but, yeah. Also, it's clear I can't keep up with Max. He's bloody flying. Why am I not doing cockpit view? Because I don't want to. I just don't contribute in all the fan stuff. It's a waste of time. I wouldn't call it... Oh, it is a waste of time. I'd also just call it incredibly frustrating. Because it's just like, shut up! It's like people who try and say that... Like, I've seen Red Bull fans claim that the Red Bull was 4th quickest throughout the season. On what planet? Thing as well is, obviously, as a fan of all three, I can be a lot less biased and also a lot more real. And say things like, yeah, Red Bull had the better car for most of the second half of the season. McLaren was far better overall. Oscar Piastri kind of had a bottle job. They shouldn't have done the swap in Monza. Lando was the most consistent, that's why he won, but he wasn't anywhere near his best or the season's best. So, there you go. I still love how people, like, say things like he only won because he had the best car. It's like, Well, yeah. That's like one of the 2 ingredients you need. When's the last time someone won without the best car? At some point in a season, probably 1982. Best recommendation is to decrease brake linearity to help braking without ABS. Maybe I'll give that a go. I'll write it down in my notes anyway. I've got a massive list of just tips and tricks and things that my chat's told me over these last couple months, and, you know, maybe one day it will help. So you never know. And come back, Max, please. Not like this. I mean, as you can probably tell, I'm not even concentrating that hard. That's what I mean about, like, I treat this game as more of just a good bit of fun. To be fair, if I was to really concentrate, I wouldn't go that much quicker anyway. So yeah, that's that, I guess. I actually got death threats with the racing line. Oh yeah. On Instagram and TikTok, I had a couple videos on there, especially on Instagram, that had like 120,000 views, which was incredible at the time, but oh my goodness, the comments were toxic. I'm a huge Norris fan, but he didn't drive to his best. Exactly. But he didn't, you don't really need to. As long as you're consistently good, you'll be fine. Which he was. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't even watch most of the season. I lost interest completely in F1 around sort of April kind of area. Because when Perez got dumped out of F1, at first I didn't care. But not seeing him get knocked out in Q1 or crashing, I just sort of lost interest. I didn't really care what was going on. But yeah, there was obviously... I say that because it means that I don't really remember too much of what happened, but obviously there was Canada, where Lando qualified pretty bad and then crashed into his teammate. But you also could say that he also lost 40 to 50 points out of his control. The Zandvoort DNF, the Vegas disqualification, and the Qatar strategy. I did see a tweet of a luck-corrected version of the championship, where Lando won by around 40 points. And Oscar took second because of count back to Max. They finished on 427, and I think Lando was like 469, so yeah. It's a shame he just, I mean, I don't think he was driving bad, I think it was just the car just came out. You know what, in 2022, the car actually suited Perez a bit more than Max for the first couple races, until about Monaco. And then after Monaco, it started going wrong. Thoughts on One Piece? I've never watched anime, so I don't know. I don't know, is that what that is? I think so. I don't watch television full stop, to be fair. Do I prefer ketchup or mayo on my nuggets? I don't really eat nuggets, but probably mayo, to be honest. Ketchup's a bit too salty and, like, sweet for my liking. Mayo, you can just absolutely smother it. Happy days. How many F1 games do I have? Well, one. Well, on PC anyway, which is my main platform now. PS5, I've got, well, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, and 16. I don't know how I'm managing to keep in Max's DRS. It's quite impressive. Although it seems like Leclerc's catching a little bit, and we're all setting near identical lap times at this stage, so at this point it's kind of just go for the undercut, I think is what we're going to do. So we'll pit on lap 10. Hopefully I come out in a nice bit of clear air, and then gain a second or two on Max, and then just try and keep the lead from there. That'll be the ideal way. It was amazing, the driver with the most wins didn't win. I'm pretty sure the last time that happened was Hamilton in 21, no? You gotta say though, it's like I always say as well, the only reason Max was anywhere near the championship and won the most races is because the McLarens kept taking wins and points off each other. And also McLaren just kept fumbling with their mechanical failures and incompetence. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit Max. He was easily the best driver that year, or this year, by miles. But still, you got to consider that. If Max had a teammate that could take points off him, or if Lando or Oscar had a teammate that was like Sonoda, then, you know, all of them would have just annihilated everyone. I mean, Lando without an actual teammate would win near enough every race. Oscar without a teammate would win every race, so yeah. Why do I have a cutout of Max? Why don't you? I'll never forget those early days of the seasons 23 and 22 and 24. Watching Perez actually be decent, you know, scoring podiums, 22 and 23 in particular, with the drives at Azerbaijan and Saudi Arabia in 23, and then Monaco and, of course, Singapore in 22. Some of the great days, like the really good ones. Obviously, when you only look out for one driver and he underperforms and gets knocked out in Q1 every race, it's usually not good. You could argue that if Max won, it'd be the most interesting media postseason finale. It would be true, yeah. I also feel like it would be one of the best titles won ever. Like I said, I'm not trying to discredit him, it's just a fact. I mean, to be fair, he said it himself. He literally said, well, we haven't done a real exceptional job, it's just McLaren keep fumbling. I think he said that anyway. I definitely saw that somewhere. It might have been a fake one, though. There are a lot of fake quotes nowadays. I'm starting to realise I probably shouldn't have my diff this high if I'm trying to go as long as I am. That might have been a bit of a mistake. I should have noticed that about, you know, 16 laps ago. I'll tell you what, though. The Alpine is cooking. I might have lost DRS, but even so... Ow. That's where it all goes wrong. Lost DRS. Hit the wall. Favourite F1 team? I mean, if you let me say Cadillac, then Cadillac. But right now, I'd say... Williams? Do I play Gran Turismo 7? I did on PlayStation, but I'm on PC now, so... Unfortunately not. I love that game, though. Gran Turismo 7 is so good. Are those sponsors modded? They are indeed, yes. Well, on the car they are, and outside of that, no. I used to play all the time, but I don't have time anymore. Getting older sucks. It really does. I mean, I'm only 19, but even I can't just wake up and play games, go to bed. Perez was underrated in his Force India and Racing Point days. I wouldn't call him underrated, to be honest. I remember I didn't even know him properly, or F1. And yet in 2020, after he won in Sakir, there were people screaming at Red Bull to sign him. So people knew how good he was, and then for some reason, 3 years later, in an environment that, you know, history tells us you can't really survive in, people are now saying he's really, like, shit. It's a bit odd. There's no such thing as a bad F1 driver. Apart from, like, Narain Karthikeyan or Pastor Maldonado.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to
Williams has the weirdest steering wheel. Didn't they change it? Because it used to have like a hole in the middle, not a hole, but it'd be shaped like a V. And the dashboard would be on the car rather than a wheel. I think they changed it, so now it's actually on the wheel. A very strange decision that I don't really know what the point of it was. But unfortunately for me, I've seemed to have... Well, I don't know if it was the diff setting, but my tyres are kind of shot to bits. So, this undercut... I want to try and come out in between that Ferrari and that Mercedes. It's going to be hard to see for people on the short stream. But basically, there's a nice gap between about 6th and 7th place. I want to try and get into that. Because if I can get into that, I can push on in clean air. Try and undercut Max. Right now, I'm going to come out 11th. Which, that would be quite bad. So, we'll see how we get on. But I'm so much faster than the people in, like, 7th that I might be able to get ahead of them. 10 years ahead of you, I do get to race in real life now, only old Citroens. I mean, I've never driven anything full stop. So even that'd be really great. Hopefully I can do that one day. Even, like, I don't know, Mazda MX-5 around Brands Hatch or something. I used to hate Red Bull due to their incompetence, but now I give Max respect.
Like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the
I
race.
still hate Red Bull because of the way they just don't ever listen to the second driver. I can understand why. You've got in my opinion, the 5th greatest driver of all time in your car, but still. I don't know why they can't just have different cars. Surely the best way to go about it is to have 2 different cars that perfectly suit both drivers. That would cook. And I know that's a really stupid question, but I genuinely, why can't they just do that? Oh, my tyres are getting on a bit now. They are aging quite poorly. What's the saying? Like, milk or something. Age like milk. Good knowledge about the rain car for Kane if you're only 19. Well, I know most F1 drivers. I know most drivers from like the 1960s and stuff, because since I got into F1 in 2021, since then I basically watch any single F1 content. If it's got F1 in it, I watch it. So you just sort of pick up knowledge. Right, it is now lap number 10, which means it's my first, not my first, my first pit stop.
Understood.
I should have probably told me team, so I know where to brake. I'll probably still get it wrong anyway. Oh, ignore that. Forgot to put my speed limiter on. You don't want to do that nowadays. Nah, I should have my license revoked. Honestly, just get rid of my super license. Honestly, I don't deserve it anymore. I've done that way too many times for, you know, how long I've played the game. It's embarrassing. Calling Max the 5th best driver of all time is bad knowledge. He's clearly the GOAT. I like that, to be honest. I thought he was going to say he's nowhere near that, but no. My top 10 list, top 10's a bit difficult, but based on replays and word of mouth, because obviously the only decent driver I've watched live is Max Verstappen, I'd go Schumacher, Senna, Hamilton, Prost, Verstappen, Jim Clark, Vettel, Alonso, Hakkinen, or something like that. It's genuinely funny and infuriating the way they treat people, and it's no better than Alpine. Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, Sergio Perez left the team. They've lost Helmut Marko. That's a good thing, but still. Christian Horner. Someone else that was quite major. I forgot who. 2 drivers. So, yeah. Liverpool. Unlucky, mate. McLaren number 1. Lando Norris number 1. Well, they are, to be fair, mate. You've smashed it. Is this Goblin? No, I don't. I'm pretty sure I'm human. I don't think I'm a goblin. Senna is below Prost and Max. He was great, but a bully. I guess so, but like I said, it's just my opinion is formed on replays and clips, so it's probably not even good. But yeah, that's all I can. Obviously, I can't go back in time and watch them live. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through.
Right, welcome to the hard tyre. Now, I've absolutely smashed this because what's happened is I've come out exactly where I wanted in between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. So now I can push on the brand new tyres, hopefully undercut Max quite severely. And then from there, ow. Oh, that's the worst sector 1 I think I've ever done in my life. Hopefully try and win. My favourite F1 livery, minus the Ferrari Marlboro. I like the 2019 Toro Rosso for some reason. Do I like Max Verstappen? I love Max Verstappen, mate. My room is smothered in Max Verstappen stuff. So yes, I do. He's my 3rd favourite of all time. I guess you could technically say it's my favourite on the current grid, 2nd favourite on next year's grid, 3rd favourite of all time. There you go. So I've already done 2 seconds into Lewis Hamilton, so that's quite nice. Through goes Hamilton! Hamilton! I better see that again next year. Come on, Lewis. I don't even... I've never really looked out for him, but I feel bad because he's been so shit. I want him to do well. I think that'd be quite nice. Oh, I'm awful. I've used 99% of my skill into that one quali lap, and now I'm just shit. Oh, Josh, mate. Cheeky little follow on Twitch. Go on, then. Love that. We are closing in on 200 followers on Twitch. Ugh. Alright, so there's the undercut working. I am now quite far ahead of Max, and I've only got a one tyre less advantage or disadvantage, so I would argue that's worked out pretty nicely. I just gained 5.5 seconds. Shout out the undercut.
Tyre condition still looking good.
And Nui, that's the bloke I couldn't think of. Adrian Nui, yeah. Keep going wide through there. I don't like it. Who's this twat? Lewis Hamilton, I forgot you were here. I thought you pitted, mate. In the blue Ferrari, which does look lovely. Do I get DRS? I think I do. This season, one of the worst years for Ferrari. Yeah, but considering they haven't won a title since 2008, I'm going to imagine they don't care, to be honest. There's a man behind you. Fuck me, there is, actually. Woohoo! Didn't know that. Will I ever get a new wheel? Probably not, no. I mean, they all cost... You know, if I wanted to get an F1-shaped wheel that's, you know, more expensive than this, it's in, like, the £500-600 bracket. I ain't got that, so probably not. Fun fact, Zach Brown didn't know that Norris was the world champion. I'm going to assume he did, considering one of the first things he said to him was, "Is this the world champion hardline?" Which, that was awful. Do I watch any other forms of motorsport? I don't, mate, no. Not really for the... I mean, I'm not really that interested in other motorsports. Like I said, if Sergio Perez wasn't in F1, I wouldn't be interested in F1 either. But I'll be honest, in the UK, it's so difficult to watch, like, other racing series. I used to love Formula E so much. And it used to be free on YouTube. Now you have to pay 35 quid a month to TNT Sports just to watch Formula E. Like, I'm good on that. Alright, let's try and overtake Hamilton here. Actually, no, he's pitting. We're good. I get a bit of DRS as well. Decent. Just hit 43k. Let's go. We need that to keep going. I'm discomforted by the fact that Verstappen's already pulled like half a second into my lead. I'm from Melbourne and I'm going to the GP next year. I am jealous. Hopefully I get to go to a Grand Prix one day. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Earth! Luke Skywalker himself, the absolute legend of Star Wars. I don't even know who he is. I've never watched Star Wars. But thanks to the follow on Twitch, mate. That's class. That's Schumacher. It is indeed, mate. Hence the title of Michael Schumacher driver career. Buy an F1 car. I mean, if you want to donate, like, probably a couple mil, then I would, yeah. 2021? No, this is 2025, mate. What wheel do I have? I've got a Thrustmaster open wheel add-on. Wish they gave it a bit more of a fancy name rather than just open wheel. Although I suppose that's what it is, so at least it's, you know, clear cut.
Pierre is in the pits.
I've currently got a Max Verstappen song playing while being chased down by Max Verstappen. That's probably not what I need at this stage. I basically need around 12 qualifying laps back to back to back to back to... I mean, for the absolute maths geniuses in my chat, Max has got a game by what? 2 and a bit tenths a lap to catch me? Which is more than doable. Especially down the straights. Let Norris pass me? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't mind him, but I don't like him that much. All you need to know is that I got to first base with my sister. Nice. I think I get that reference. I've only ever watched one Star Wars, and I don't even remember the name of it. But it's quite a recent one. Well, I say recent, it was about a decade ago, but yeah. Use ChatGPT as my race engine. You know, that's actually not a bad video idea. As a very uncreative person, that's actually like, yeah. Ideas are like a finding treasure or finding gold. So that could be quite fun. I doubt Ferrari will be good. They'll recover, but in 2027 there'll be issues. Is the hope that kills me. That is true. But you know, Ferrari and F1 25 are usually pretty good, so you can just do that. Apparently there's a mod that like changes how good the cars are to like real life, so obviously McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari and all that. But I don't think it would work well with like what I've currently got, so I've decided against it. Oh god, Max is getting closer! He's actually doing the 1 or 2 tenths a lap bollocks. Oh no. I never survived Sector 2 in Jeddah without track limits. Sector 2? Is that even possible? Sector 1, I guess, yeah. I'm trying to think of the corners. I don't know, I've never really had a problem with track limits. In time trial, absolutely. But, I mean... there you kind of can, I guess. And then here, I guess you could go a bit wide through there, but you do that and the curve, you get compromised. Same with this corner. If you go off on the outside here, you're just dead. Like, you just die. There, I suppose there is a couple, yeah, but I don't really have that problem. Lando Norris. Hang on, there's a corner. Well, I'm surviving for now, but as we know, one little error, and Max will, you know, win. Piastri's got ahead of Norris. Both of them in pursuit of the podium. Ah. Come on, Michael. Do I watch the cricket? I'm a happy man. Australia won the Ashes 3-0. No, I've never watched cricket in my life, I'll be honest. I'm one of those that say that cricket is just the most unbelievably boring thing in the world, next to golf. The only other sport I watch other than F1 is darts, and that's it. I don't really like any other sport. Of course, there's the football, but I only watch football because of West Ham United. Hence the shirt I'm currently wearing. But I don't even watch their games anymore. I just got lost interest because it's just, oh, we're playing. Oh, we've lost, and that's about it. As Max got that gap down to 2.2, it was like 2 points. Oh, no. Max, please don't do this. I've worked really hard. Like, I've worked my bollocks off for this. Please. I think saving some battery is a good idea, to be fair. I still don't really do anything. I mean, maybe I'm just bad at using it, but the battery, it's good for like one straight, and then it just sort of doesn't work. Oh wow, he annihilates me in the corners now. Ugh. Yeah, that ain't gonna help, is it, you absolute twat? Oh my goodness, it's going all wrong. There's still 9 laps left. Nine whole laps, and he's already right there. I'm dead. I'm dead. Londo's not driving anymore. Yeah, he is. He's just very mid. I mean, no, he actually isn't. You're actually spot on. My bad. He actually isn't driving. He's actually dead. Oh, okay. Fair enough. 1 point. What is going on? Why is Verstappen half a second a lap quicker than me just out of nowhere? We were very evenly matched, and now he's just way quicker. Why don't I play online multiplayer? Never thought to. That's it, really. Not much more to answer. Oh, Maximus Decimus Meridius Verstappen, please stay away from me. Never even anticipated this, to be honest. I can't even save battery because I'm losing more than I'm gaining. I don't even use overtake, and it's just going away. Ugh. Holding out for a hero. I'm crying because Norris is not driving. I'm sorry to hear that. 0.7? Oh, goodness me. Verstappen, are you just different class, or are you just doing something different? Like, have you just got the GOAT tyres or something of the like? Because this is unprecedented. Alright, was that worth it? Probably not. I'm back in that thing again, where I've had it for the last couple of weeks or so. I just cannot do 2 consistent laps back to back to back. Every lap there is at least one sector which is just really poo. And I'm not entirely sure why. Ah. 0.7. I'm not even getting an Oscar anymore. What is that's why. I've just got the most tyre wear I've ever seen in my life for no apparent reason. What's the play here then? There's still 7 laps left. He's gonna get past me. No matter. I mean, I can only defend for. I mean, he's just gonna get past me now. Might be an angle where he just wins and I can't stop him. I mean, I can't exactly compete with that. That was a Yuki Tsunoda defense, that one. Unlucky. Well, we're still guaranteed a top 2. For now, anyway. Oh, yeah, he's gone. Ugh, what a driver. Max retired in my game. That happens quite a lot for some reason. Actually, I say that. There's not a bad chance of it happening in real life pretty soon. He might just give up because he's, like, bored. I mean, people are even saying that if next year's car's not very good, he'll just leave F1 rather than go to a different team. I mean, Max is probably the only driver ever, apart from maybe Hamilton and obviously the Elite, that can just pick a team to go to at any time. Don't you feel terrified when you go to sleep and I will be honest, mate. I have actually, like, woken up at, like, the middle of the night and I think he's a bloke sat in my room and I don't realise it's just Max. But to be honest, he's been in my room now for a year or so we're on good terms nowadays. We know each other's boundaries, you know? Sorry if I'm late, I was sleeping because I have a migraine. Well, that's extremely tough. Get well soon. They're the worst. I think toothaches are worse, but yeah, migraines are real tough. But to be fair, we've got a long way to go. We've still got the rest of this Grand Prix plus another one. So, yeah, maybe start on much. Play for second. I mean, to be honest, I'm playing for first still. I just feel like exactly what happened in the first stint is happening now in the second stint, which is I'm quick, my tyres go, Max is just woo! I mean, even with DRS, he's still putting 2 tenths a lap on me. Come on, Red Bull powertrain, you're not that good. Come on, blow up for me. Come on, have an oil leak. Overheat, something. Max always said he lived for Red Bull, but I think Max's issue is loyalty to Helmut Marko. That is true, but I still think he's in the mindset of it. If next year's car or the next couple ain't fucking Sometimes I really hate this track. Why are there walls in it in the first place? It's not even a straight track. Anyway, but yeah, I still think that regardless of Helmut Marko's decision to retire, I still think Max will stay if the car's good. Like, top 3. If it's like shit, it'll just go. What F1 game is that? It's the recent 125. If I don't know 500 when I sing Jingle Bells, I mean, probably, yeah. I don't consider myself much of a sellout, but for 500 quid, that'll be more than I've ever earned on YouTube. So yeah, I would, yeah. I'll do a lot more. Come on, car, behave yourself, you bastard.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
I thought it was his choice. Now, Helmut Marko technically got sacked by Red Bull because apparently the story is that Marko tried to sign Alex Dung into the Red Bull Junior team, gave him a contract, and then the Red Bull higher-ups were like, no, we don't want to do that. So they had to pay money to get out of the contract that they offered to Alex Dung, and then they sacked Helmut Marko because you can't really do that. Played at Lewis and McLaren, and he left for Merck. Yeah, that was Nicky Lauda, though, wasn't it? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't remember, but I've seen people back then in 2012 saying, Lewis, what are you doing? Why would you leave McLaren, a top team, for Mercedes, who have only been on the grid for like a year or two, and then look what happened afterwards. It's like the opposite of Fernando Alonso. Alonso literally left Ferrari like a year or two before they became like decent. Imagine Vettel and Alonso in one Ferrari lineup, like, ugh. Oh no. Again, see, look, I can't do 2 clean laps in a row. I cannot physically do it. I have never driven this bad since F1 23, probably. And it's been like this for a couple weeks. I'm just not sure what's going on. It's like every corner, I either brake too early, brake too late, hit a wall, turn in too early, just like something. Usually, one of the like good parts of me was my consistency. I don't have any of that now. I ain't crashed though, so that's good at least. I have now lost DRS though, so I think this might be it for me race challenge. Am I using a default setup? No, no, no. They're custom. I don't know if they're any good, but they're off sim racing setups on YouTube's. That's the point I was making. Yeah, I get it, yeah. It's a pretty good point as well, to be fair. We're going to let Max win. Well, I don't really have a say in the matter, do I? Can't exactly stop him from winning. Ugh. That's like saying to Max in real life in Abu Dhabi, are you going to let Norris be world champion? It's like, you can't really do anything about it. "67 people watching. Nice. Still don't get that joke. But, you know, it's kind of harmless, I suppose, so get on with it, I guess. I'm a Hassan Behrman fan. I think they're quite rare, but very treasured. I like Ollie Behrman a lot. I mean, to be fair, I like every driver and team. Apart from Nikita Mazepin, there's not a single driver I dislike, I think. There might be a couple outliers that I can't think of, but yeah. Still an incredible comeback? Oh, absolutely. It's like I said, though, it wasn't really a comeback. Well, obviously, by definition it was, but Max just did what he'd done the whole season, which is just maximise the car. It was McLaren fighting each other and also doing things like Zandvoort and Vegas and Qatar that really allowed Max back into it. Two laps remaining. Max is dunking serious time on my skull now. It's just a tyre wear diff, that's literally it. I mean, you do have to keep in mind, of course, I'm in an Alpine, technically, so I think it's still a good performance overall. But it's just annoying, because it's not a robbed win, but it's like, I should have won this race. I should have won in Bahrain. I should have won in Melbourne, actually, if things just went my way. And by that, I mean, if I wasn't really average or dumb, I could have won all three of the opening races. But no, I'm going to get, what, third, fifth and third. It's pretty good. You're doing corner assist marks now? What do you mean now? I've used them for 5 years. Haters gonna hate? Well, yeah. Mate, a couple of people sending me death threats or just saying I'm shit because I use a racing line ain't gonna, like, change my way of thinking. I mean, I get, like, 20 people call me obese every day. I still eat like a pig. You know? Some text and words on a screen will never ever bother me. We are now on the final lap of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And like I said, it's similar to Bahrain. Like, I should have won. To be fair, Bahrain was just me being bad at wheel-to-wheel racing. This has just been me bad at driving in general, and also the tyre wear of this car is clearly quite a step down from the Red Bull, because my tyres are as good as dead. Max's still look pretty decent. I mean, look at Leclerc. He's getting that gap down by half a second a lap now. So maybe, in hindsight, the two-stop might have been better. But to be fair, I'm only giving myself around, what, 8 to 10 laps to overcome a 20-second gap. It's not really plausible. But you never know, it's all hindsight. Hindsight is a bastard. I'm happy, though, considering, you know, just in general, a second place is good. I'm still firmly in the title fight. I'm trying and I'm yapping. Well, yeah, I'm a streamer. That's kind of the whole idea. But Max Verstappen is going to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Me and Max, definitely the Elite 2 over the weekend. Michael Schumacher takes second. It's okay. It's a place, basically all that happened is me and Max switched places. I got pole, I finished second, Max got second, he finished first. But it's clear that me and him were just way up there as to everyone else. I mean, I was on pole by half a tenth to Max. The gap from Max to third was over half a second, so use the line, get KFC, and give hate the middle finger. Honestly, I might have to slightly tweak that, but make that my quip, my catchphrase. That might be the best selection of words I have ever heard in my life. That is incredible. I've used that sim for 5 years. I don't know, no, nearly.
Be sure to join
December
us for more
2021.
exciting action
So,
very soon.
22, 3, 4, yeah, 4 years. Do I live alone? No, I live with my mum and dad. But I pay the bill, so actually they live with me. Do you know what I mean? I remember last time you're doing full marks, now it's like only from the corner. No, I've used corner only for ages. To be fair though, I am still planning to learn with it off, don't get me wrong, but yeah. But we take a second in the Grand Prix. What's the fastest lap? Oh, someone must have pitted late. What, Lando? Oh no, Ollie Bear, ugh. What happened to Ollie Bearman? Why is he got lapped? How did he get lapped? I need to see this. What happened to Ollie Bearman? I will say though, I might have made quite a lot of mistakes on a street track, but I didn't crash, and I didn't, actually to be fair, did I actually overtake anyone during that race? Did I overtake a single person? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't actually is that the first time ever? Like, that I didn't overtake a single car. Unless you count here, unless you count this, where Hamilton went in the pits, I didn't overtake anyone. Okay. You're the breadwinner, I'm indeed, yes. Have I just started the game? No, I've got like nearly 1,000 hours on this game. I've got about 4,000 hours in all the... F1 is the only sim game I play, unless you count Euro Truck Simulator, which is class, by the way. What a game. I use the racing line, it's OP, it doesn't matter. Well, no, I think it's like I say, if I was on controller and maybe, like, didn't commentate, I don't think people would care. But because I use a wheel, people think that I have to, like, be a professional or drive proper, but none of that means anything to me. The driver standings, then! After round 3. By the way, Fernando Alonso, what a drive from him. 17th to 7th. Ahead of his teammate. What a guy. I mean, it's Lance Stroll, but still, ahead of his teammate. The standings has us in 4th place on 43 points, 25 off max, and it's going pretty well. I mean, you know, in an Alpine, 43 after 3 is pretty decent overall. Constructors are on 44. We are 9 off of McLaren in 3rd. 30. I think we are fighting for 4th and maybe 3rd, but probably 4th with Mercedes. If I say we, it's me. I mean, Gasly isn't, you know, not really a point scorer. He did gain 8 places, to be fair, that race, but still. I think it's just going to be me. So yeah, let's move on to Austria. Do I plan doing 50+ laps sometimes? I did. There was one stream, I think it was Zandvoort and Monza. I did 2 full races back to back. It took me about 4 hours. I didn't play the game for 2 weeks afterwards because I was so burnt out. 1 off full races are very good fun, but 2 back-to-back like I do in the career modes, that is brutal. Next live, can you buy F1 2020 Deluxe? Michael Schumacher can do another Michael Schumacher career with his famous cars. That's actually a really good idea, but I think that could be quite like a good video idea rather than live show. Imagine a video where I try and win a championship in like a 2004 Ferrari on F1 2020. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just realised I'm skipping through the days. I haven't done my upgrades. Can I get anything? Durability? Really? Is that it? That is it. Why have we got like no upgrades? We've got like 3. 1, 2, 3. So apart from durability, we've got 3 upgrades to put on. Yes! Come on, guys! What a team! Oh, my Alpine. Figure it out. To be fair, we're probably already at our 3rd team principal this season already. We had 3 races. We're probably already, like, we've got Christian Horner in the team at this point. I don't think there's anything else to go over. I think what's important, Lando Norris, 8 points in 3 Grand Prix. His teammates on 45 fighting for the title. What's happened there, Lando? I see. DNF, 6th, DNF. That's unlucky. Is 56 views in a week good? 56k. I mean, that's like more than I get. So I'd say that's extremely good, yes. I suck? Well, That's fine. I really, really don't care. I mean, people call me shit at the game thinking it insults me. I don't care, because what's wrong with being bad? It's the fun that matters. I must say, mate, Hairy Palms and Feet is one of the most fascinating names I've ever read, but good morning to you. What do I think of Lando winning the title? Fantastic. It's what I wanted. I loved it. Even during the race, I was like, do I want Lando to win or Max or Oscar? And then when Lando did win, or the final couple laps, I was like, no, I want Lando to win. And he did. But like I said, I mean, obviously being British does help in my favoritism, but the main reason was because he hadn't won yet. If he had won last year, I would have probably backed Oscar. So, there you go. Gotta go now. Good luck, Krim. I gotta rest. Get some good rest, mate. Thank you for tuning in.
Goodbye, Billy.
Alright, welcome to Austria. It's a great track, this. I mean, to be fair, I've basically only put the good tracks on the calendar. Apart from Britain, which, I mean, it's my home race. I can't stand it. Shut up, Mark! Right? Well, I don't care.
And good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Alright, Rio. I don't forget about the audio bug. What a game we all play. Just double my audio when I finish a race. Cheers. Let me know if the game audio is still a bit too loud. It seems like it, but I don't know. It might be okay. I won 5 times in the Red Bull ring. Congratulations. That's pretty good. I don't think I've done 5 races around here yet. I think I've won... I won recently in the Lamborghini career, like a couple days ago, so that's pretty decent. You know Lando Norris has a Twitch channel? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he gave that up, didn't he? I wish I was there for the COVID streams, because, you know, obviously watching clips of it seemed just world class. I don't really see him playing much. I don't think I've used English. I don't think he plays F1 much. I know he plays CSGO. Back in like 2020, because they had like a virtual championship, didn't they? That was good times, though. Well, it looks like it. Obviously, the actual event of COVID-19 wasn't, but those streams that spawned because of it were great. To be fair, COVID for me was just sort of like, you know, the whole staying inside thing was like not different to me because I just stayed inside anyway, so... Yeah. Cheeky little 1:06 on the hard tyres.
And that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of...
Who do you think will perform better, Cadillac or Audi? I hope Cadillac. I do think Cadillac in general, yeah. But I hope Cadillac as well, because obviously Sergio Perez, what guy. Gotta go, an amazing Christmas and ignore the haters. Everyone have a great Christmas, you too. Still don't know if I'm calling you Henry or F1 guy, because you've got 2 names, but yeah. Merry Christmas to you. I've raced against him in iRacing once. You know, assume you lost pretty bad, or whatever. You might actually be a professional, who knows, but yeah. I've seen him do that a couple of times with Max, I think. It was so long ago, I don't really remember. I mean, Audi are technically the same team, it's just got a different name. It's just Sauber, and they were awful. But also, I just said Cadillac because, you know, my favourite team and all that. But Audi could be the best team on the grid next year, or the worst. Same with literally any team. Unless you're a bit of a nerd and look in the finer details of like all the technical stuff that gets leaked. I'm trying to stay away from all that. I used to get right involved by all the leaks and things. But honestly, I want to have the surprise of like the first race and be like, oh, who's actually good? I forgot I was doing time management. Look at that! Actual mountain of tyre wear loss. Earth. Come on, stop going down. Please go up. Please, I'm not gonna make the Delta. Please. Please. Fine, I'll do it again. How annoying. Is this a mod? Well, the engine sound is in the livery, so yes. Alright. There we go. I won 15 times in the Red Bull Ring. It's too easy. I think I agree with that, but I think that's why I like it so much, because it's easy. I like easy things. Not as easy as Monaco, though. The track isn't easy, but my goodness. The AI are so bad at Monaco, and I do not know why. Why am I just not gaining time? I'm doing these corners in overtake. There we go. Try and get some time back, and I did. Nice.
Program complete. And a job
Right, Patrick.
well done. We got some
Hello,
excellent data
mate.
for that run, so come on back to the garage, and I can take you through the numbers.
I've got a question. Are there any Australian tracks? Albert Park is, yes, as that is the actual F1 track, so yes. Humpty Dumpty, no, he's an egg. I'm a human. But apart from that, not too different. Now, this game only has the F1 calendar. You used to get a couple extras, like Paul Ricard and Portimao, but they just stopped doing that. That's too many downshifts. Begin. Might only do 3 laps this time around, because rain, plus I can't be bothered doing 5. Welcome back, Sophie. I'm streaming for half the day. I mean, it's been an hour and a half, so... Not really. I don't know, I don't think I've ever... I mean, this used to be my schedule. I used to wake up at 6 AM, stream at 8 AM, and I'll be done by like 12 AM, or 12 PM rather. It's quite weird streaming in the early morning, but to be honest, my sleep schedule's so cooked that this is like my only window to get a stream in before just pure fatigue and exhaustion hits different. Why a PC when I can get a PS4? That's like saying, why have a PC when you can get an Atari? PC has mods. That's about it, really. Plus, I just had the PC already, but I was still playing on PS5, so... I was like, well, hang on. Why don't I just switch to PC? And I did. 44K? It's good to see it still going up gradually, because, you know, with me and a lot of people, it just kind of stops. So it's good to see that still gradually going up. That's really good stuff, like, really good. Ugh. Well, make it a bit of a habit of being quickest in practice. It's a shame it's just not mean anything. To be fair, I did get pole in Jeddah. I really should have won that race, although I say that, I mean, Bahrain was a lot more I should have won. I mean, Bahrain, there was a safety car restart. I was third. I was in the lead, and then turn 1, I turned too far left, and Leclerc, like, tried to dive on me, and we all made contact and went a bit wrong. Oh, the rain started. Kind of a bad time too. PC or PS5 for GTA 6? Well, the game ain't out yet, and I don't know. I've never played GTA, so I don't really have an opinion on that, but I'd assume PC. The only downside that I've had to switching to PC is that it's just every day there's a new problem. Like with the PlayStation, I just turn it on and it just works. Sometimes it overheats and sometimes there's like a data error, but they're quite easy to fix. Whereas PC, every day there's something new. I only just beat the Delta there. The rain must be having quite an impact. I want to test something real quick. I need to see if I can still remember if I do this. You're right, Energetics. That's a good name. Ollie Behrman is a friend of Kimi Antonelli. That's a good fact. I'm Italian, and my favourite Italian tracks are Mugello, Imola, and Monza. I mean, those are the only three I know, so that makes sense. I've already gone off at turn 1. Decent. I'm trying to wonder how I got top 3% in the world of time trial. At this track. With the line off. And I don't really remember where I'm going. I'm bored. I can't be bothered. Right. Let's get into quali. You look like you lost weight. Well, I haven't, to be fair, but we'll take the compliment. I've actually gained weight. Bloody itchy head. I couldn't drive. I can't even drive a car in Roblox in the game Brookhaven. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to assume that means that that's not very good. Really? Wait, the Inter's within 1.5 seconds of me. That's pretty rapid, to be fair. Alright, Colo. Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Go. What did I just say? I don't know. But no, mate, no. Quick practice. That's what I wanted. Oh, wow. I did not... Did I just not... Oh, I did. I'm just shitty. Okay, fair enough. I mean, let's be honest, mate. I'm a fat bloke that sits inside all day. I'm probably pretty impressed if I did have one. Do you know what I mean? All durability, really? Fun. Right. I need this curse to end and actually win a Grand Prix. I don't think it will happen at Austria, but it's going to happen at some point because I'm getting annoyed. Should have won 3 in a row. I've actually won none. How old am I? I am 1 plus... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm 19. I've done this race and I already have like 7 titles. I felt like Senna, Seb, or Lewis. That's a pretty good feeling to have, to be fair. To feel like one of the best to ever do it. That's pretty good. Alright, gonna keep the aero at what it is, I reckon. I think I'm gonna leave it all as it is. I might lower this down a bit. And we'll go from there. I love seeing you. I subscribe to you as well. Thanks, mate. That's massive. Rain in 10 minutes. So let's get out there quickly then. Go, go, go. I'm first at time trial at Zandvoort, Austria, and Bahrain. Wow. Is that on your friends list? I mean, maybe you are the fastest in the world at 3 tracks. I'm not going to discredit that. You very well may be. Turn the diff up, brake bias down. Got to get this lap in before the rain arrives, because then we will very well and truly be cooked. And even though the session's early and there hasn't really been much rubber to be rubbed in, I still think we're going to, should have enough pace to get the lap in. You know? Ah! I look away, I look to my chat for heart. I need to, can I? No, that don't really work. I'm trying to see if I can, like, use one eye for my chat and the other for driving, but my monitor's too far that way. I can't... Yeah, it kind of works. Not really. Honestly, at this point, I might just go to pausing the game every 10 seconds. I mean, going into grass every, like, half a second is just... It's a bit annoying, to be honest. Oh, I wanted to go for 3 fastest sectors. Unlucky. Still, more than a good enough lap, I reckon, to get through. Only... Oh. That's a good lap by Oscar. 1 minute 4. Ugh. What game is this? To be fair, Sam has smashed it. It is indeed F125 on PC. Well done. You're right. Can I even say that name on YouTube without them being a bit angry? Osama bin Russell. What a username. I love it. Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm thinking that you're like 16. I get that quite a lot. I mean, you know, chubby face, no real facial hair, high-pitched voice, short. It makes sense. I mean, yeah, I'm all of those things. You know, genetics did nice me. In ways that I haven't found out yet. Hopefully that will come true at some point. You know? Alright, should be good enough to get through. Hang on. Oh, Gasly Q2 appearance. That'd be nice. Well, it's raining, to be fair. So he should be good for it. He's also got quite a large gap. Yeah, go on, Gaza. Good stuff. Your sense of controlling is ultimate. Sending love from Serbia. Nice. See someone in Serbia say mate is quite funny, but yeah. Rain? Oh, we're cooked. Wait. 90 plus 7, it might get dry. This would be a lifesaver. Actually, I might just be able to get through in wet conditions. It's that usually I'm just really bad in the wet. We'll see, though. Oh, hang on, we're back onto dries already, are we? Wait. Oh, I'm just gonna leave the downforce at what it is. I do not care. Just do that. We're back on inters now. Oh, I see. We're switching from dry stuff. Makes it. Oh no, we are back on dry. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. You're right, Braxton. But I actually just don't know anymore. I give up. Just drive the car. I do not know. Going for a dinner with the family later. Good stuff. Hope you have a good time. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant before. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. Actually, no, I did when I went on a holiday in Switzerland when I was like 10. Alright, we need a cheeky little... Well, kind of the same lap, really. Gazzy in P13 currently. Come on, Gazza, we need a bit more out of you. Come on. Show me that, like, real French skill. Your inner Alan. Your inner Rennie Arnoux. Your inner Gilles Villeneuve. Is he French or is he Canadian? Oh, he's Canadian. Kind of French, I guess. Why is that 7/10 slower than myself? I'm not happy about that. Why is that? Oh, I don't know. Might be the freshly dry track, but that's not good. I have a PS4 and I have F1 2015, 16 day one, 17 day one, 18 headline edition. I don't know what that is. 19 anniversary edition and legends. So you've got all the old ones. Good. That's quite good. Alright, Jim Bob, good to see you, mate. To be honest, I'm surprised there's so many familiar faces knocking about, considering I'm streaming about 7 hours earlier than normal. Well, that's... Okay, I was very concerned then why I'm 5 seconds ahead of everyone. No one's done a soft run. Are we going to get some soft runs in, boys? Come on. Hey. Alright then, it seems I have greatly, absolutely monstrosity underrated my opposition. And I still outqualified Gasly. Ah. That's annoying. So, my 100% Q3 rate is over, and I'm now starting a race from 13th on the grid. Unlucky! Should have judged that better. How is it almost Christmas? That's what I'm saying, mate. Honestly, my sleep schedule has been so cooked recently that I feel like the last 2 or 3 weeks just sort of haven't happened. I feel like it was like the 4th of December. I blinked and it's now the 22nd. I mean, Christmas Day is in 72 hours from now, or actually a bit earlier. Outrageous. Actually, how long is it to Christmas? It's, well, 72 minus 12, so 60. Insane. My number is 67. I hate it. Well, you don't hate it, because if you hated it, you wouldn't pick it. There you go. Surprised when you blinked, it doesn't cause an earthquake. Now, that's what happens when I get up every morning. There's just massive craters around my neighborhood. My house is the only one still standing. All cracks in the ceiling and all, but still upright. Okie dokie, this is going to be the first comeback drive for Michael Schumacher as he starts 13th on the grid. To be honest, that's probably Alpine's correct position, but obviously I'm a lot better than the Alpine. Or should I say Benetton. Now, I'll be honest. I was going to do the one-stop strategy, because it usually just works. However, my tyre wear is so high compared to my rivals that I think I would be faster on the two-stop, especially if I did this one instead. Was it that? I don't remember. Wait, no. Do 11. That. Oh, that. Oh. I don't... Yeah, that'll do, yeah. Not gonna say that name, Boogie, because I might say something bad, you know? When I walk, Japan gets a tsunami warning. Nice. Right, let's get into this race. I'm bored. Lower the downforce, because it's clear I don't have any straight line speed in my life. As per, obviously my weight's weighing the car down. Let's go. It looks a bit, moody at the Red Bull Ring. Maybe a bit of rain later on. My ALG? I don't know what ALG is, mate. I know it might be a dumb question, but I can't figure out what that means. My driver number's 21? Well, that's a crazy coincidence. Oh, do you mean racing? Maybe, I don't know. My driver number's 21 as well, isn't that how that works? Who's my favourite F1 YouTuber? I mean, this might sound crazy as an F1 YouTuber myself. I've never really watched any other F1 YouTuber. I'd say Thom, because he's the only person I've spent more than 10 minutes watching. Why would you say something bad? No, I mean, like, you know, like, people might say a name that if you say it, like, fast or something, it's something offensive. Like, I don't want to accidentally say that, because I don't know who that is, you know what I mean? I don't know. He has a good setup. I think good's an understatement. He's got a whole moving car. I used to watch, I think I've watched maybe 1 or 2 Arava videos, purely so I could, like, understand his editing, because my editing was really basic, so I watched him as like the biggest career mode person to understand what he was doing, and I realized that it was same as me, just cuts and stuff, but obviously his videos are very good. Opinions on Max driving number 3 next year? It's alright. I mean, I would have preferred he chose 69, because that would have been really funny, but fits in the brand. I don't really know. Playing F1 2020 Deluxe Michael Schumacher when there's a stream on. Fair enough. I mean, I'll do that. Alright, Yasmin. Alright, let's go then. 13th on the grid, Austrian Grand Prix. Let's have it. I mean, to be fair, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, and overtaking in this game is a piece of piss. Not a bad race start. I don't think I can go for signs off the start. No, I can't. Or just file in, maybe go for a little... Oh. I thought I had a better exit than that. Sides and a stinker there, though. Come on, car. Come on, Renault engine. Slipstream. That is shockingly bad. We'll try, hang on, there's a little gap around the outside of Hulkenberg there.
Nico Hulkenberg.
On the exit as well, we can get past Ollie Behrman. So good opening lap. 4 places gained. I love it. Bit of scrapping up ahead as well between the Ferrari. And is that Gabriel Bortoletto as well? No, it's just not. I made that up. Oh, the understeer. It's important to note as well that I'm on the medium tyre, everyone else is on hards, so I should be able to clear these lot quite quickly. My straight line speed is so bad though that I might actually struggle to overtake them, but usually on this exit, you can get a nice launch and have a go at Kimi Antonelli. Come on! Go on then. Yep. We can have a go around the outside here. Go on. Yeah, there we go. Excellent stuff. Top 8 already? He's the NASCAR driver that died in the airplane crash. Ah. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. That's actually really sad. Oh. Ah. That's one of those, really. But I apologise for what I said. Because yeah, and I'm very sorry to hear that. That's really sad. My condolences go to his family. And rest in peace. What happens when I pit? I'm going on to the hards for my middle stint, I think. Hang on, little go at Norris here, maybe, or Ocon rather. Oh, never mind. Get him. Oh, please! Why have I never got straight line speed in this game? Probably because the AI are rigged to have better engines on 110, but still. Okay, I mean, top 7 after 3 laps is pretty good. I don't even know what my pace is going to be like, though. I mean, maybe P7 is all I'm going to get from this race, but I seem pretty quick. Oh, no DRS for Lewis. Through goes Fat Crim. Go on, then. Oh, I didn't get DRS on here. That's going to... should be okay. They all died? I just thought you would know him because you like car racing. Oh, I never really know what to say in those situations. I mean, what can I say? I'm not very good at responding to tragic news like that, but no, I only know stuff about F1. I don't even know what NASCAR is, other than just cars that go in an oval. I don't know any of their drivers apart from Lightning McQueen, do you know what I mean? So... no, I didn't know, unfortunately. That is true that every point counts, it's just... yeah, I don't know. Don't really know where to put my standards for this race. I mean, 8.5, I'm basically, you know, doing mid-8s. I think that's okay. Wonder if any of these are going to go for the one stop.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate the update. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I thought it'd be a 5th. Would you like to be an F1 driver in real life? Maybe about when I was 6, yeah, sure, but can't really do that nowadays at this old ripe age of myself. Me against Lewis, who's winning? I mean, I'd say Lewis, because I don't know how good you are, but maybe you've got a chance, I don't know. Oh, only with a $1 Australian. What guy? Thanks, mate. Good Oscar Piastri fans. They're good, them ones, you know. That's class. Please go quicker in a straight line. Please.
Okay, Michael. We've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Where have you got clear track from? What racing reel do I have? I'm going to assume you mean wheel, because I guess that makes sense. I've got a Thrustmaster open wheel, if that is your question. I've never felt so slow in a straight line before. This is impressive. I'm just going to have to postpone ERS usage for ages and try and build it up for later on. Yeah, sorry, I don't have to apologise for misspelling a word. I mean, English is the only language I know, and I can't spell half the words in it, so don't have to apologise. I'm P1 and Lewis P2. Go on then. Well, Mark, the feelings aren't mutual. I really, really can't stand working with you. It's almost on the level of Hamilton with his race engineer at Ferrari. Like, it's not a good relationship. Same lol, welcome to the team. I do this thing though where I'll be like talking and I'll just come out with like these massive long words that no one's heard of for 400 years. Without intending to, which is quite funny. Ugh. Come on, Kai, you got a bit more than this in you, surely. I mean, I'm keeping up with Piastri, who does have DRS. So the pace isn't bad, it's just that I feel so slow in a straight line, as I feel like there should be a bit more in there. Last time I saw a car that was slow was F124, and it was the worst. No, F124. Oh, I'm so glad that isn't the game we're stuck with for the next 2 years, and it's F125 instead. Oh my, that game is so bad. My car's refusing to downshift now. With Russell and Piastri scrapping, though, that's going to put me back into the picture a lot of months. I'm going to Racing Bulls at a bit of an off through turn 1. They were only like 17th anyway, so it don't really mean anything. But it could have caused a safety car. That would have changed things. I can't, this is such a strange feeling. I feel so incredibly slow, but evidence is telling me that I'm not, because I'm keeping up with the like people in front of me. But I just feel really slow. It's a very strange feeling. You right, Jill? Day 17 of asking you to sing last Friday night. I commented on your vid as well. I saw that, mate, yeah. Still not happening. Do you ever think one day you're going to come in here and I will actually do it? Because I don't even know myself. It could. How are you getting into these races so quick and also, like, doing a live action commentary of them while driving? I must say, that's quite an impressive display of multitasking. Now, it's important to know that I'm on a very different strategy to everyone else. Well, not that different, but I'm on the mediums. and I'm going hard medium. Everyone else is probably doing just the one-stopper. So, me actually being just equal pace with these lot, it ain't that good. I mean, I'm fairly certain if they're all starting on hards, they're one-stopping. I'd have to go until probably... Actually, I could do a one-stopper. I'm switching to the one-stopper. I only need to get to lap sort of 13 would be nice. Ah! No, I've changed my mind, Mark. I've changed it. My mind has been changed. Because the pace advantage I'm going to have on these lot when I pit as well will be outrageous. Come on, car. Show me what you've got. I also can't tell if I'm just really quick to the cars behind or they're fighting so much that they can't really, like, keep up. Alright, Jack. Tell you what, considering a tyre wear, cars holding together very nicely. I'm starting to lose a bit too much time at this point, but still. I've committed to the one stop now, there is no turning back.
Go!
Lots of oversteering, Max would be unhappy. I think it'd be the opposite. I mean, Max has a car so oversteery and sharp that no one else in the world can handle it, so I think he'd be quite happy. Take the racing line off, you coward. I don't mind being called a coward. I use it because, yeah, it makes the game really easy. So, yeah, there you go. That's the sole reason I use it. Max just staring from behind. Yeah, he's watching my every move. It's been a real tough couple weeks for him, though, with the way I've been driving recently. It's really bad. Alright, one more lap. Fair enough. I mean, yeah. I'm not one of those that's like, no, I don't want it, I can't do it. No, I generally use it just because it makes it easy. You know what? Let's see if this works. Ooh, good bit of skid, that.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, Kai, you got a bit more in you, surely. Like, come on. Come on. Why are you so slow? Come on. You got a race to win. Where are you going? Right, enough of that. I made my point. Alright, let's get in that pit box. Enough is enough.
Whee!
To be fair, I've only practiced this track with the line off for about an hour. It's not too bad, I don't think. That's way too early. Without letting you steer better, I don't do anything better actually. It's just the game's a bit more fun, but it makes me way slower no matter how much I do it. So it's like weighing it up. I just did the 6-7. Oh god. I mean, would I rather be fast and comfortable? Or would I rather be a little bit slower and have a very itsy-wincy bit more fun, but probably also a much higher ceiling of frustration? Don't know. Still working on it, though, of course. I do intend to learn it, but yeah. I'm still fairly certain I'll learn it and then still have it off. I mean, yeah. Ugh. With Lane, you're overconfident with steering. I'd say I'm not. I'd say the opposite. I mean, I still brake early in pretty much every single corner. So I wouldn't say that, no. I mean, getting oversteered, that's just because of traction control and tyre wear. That's not really the racing line's fault. Gotta be careful here. The AI like to be a bit reckless around the final corner. They like to be really slow. So it seems like the hard drivers are... Okay, I need to realise I'm going for the one-stopper. I need to put my tyres into that mode. So Russell comes back out, but I've done about... To be fair, it's on... He's not... Wait, they're two-stopping. Alright. This is quite important, this. So everyone else, I'm not... Maybe not everyone, but Russell at the very least is going to be one-stopping, or two-stopping rather. I'm one-stopping, so we'll see how that goes in the future. Why? That will not do my race any favours. I think what's nice as well is I've got a very nice gap behind me, so I'm going to have no pressure. I can just drive as fast as I can for the next however many laps, nearly 20 laps, and basically it will just come down to my consistency on where I'll finish in this race. I mean, to be fair, the leading cars are so far ahead, I don't think I've got any chance of winning. But a top 5, that might just be about doable. Sorry for the track limits there. Little fastest lap, so the pace is there. But of course, I might keep the diff really low because they're brand new, and as they wear, I'll up it slowly. So I don't know, to be honest. It sounds pretty good though. It sounds like I know what I'm talking about, even though I ain't got a bloody clue. I'm also kind of catching Russell due to Antonetti holding him up, which is nice. So that's good stuff. Oh, posh spice! I don't know, but to be fair, I'm not too bothered about Russell. All I need to worry about now is just doing consistent laps. Kimi might... Yeah, he is pitting. I've got to be careful again. So he's going to... Oh, no, he's not pitting. He changed his mind. Whoa, you're slow, Kimi. Come on. You'll go a bit quicker than that. Going to be a bit patient with Kimi, I think. Patient now, patient now. Do what Perez couldn't in 23 and nick the DRS and then go for it. Which means now I get DRS and an exit. Let's go. Oh, Pookie. Oh, another follow on Twitch. Yo, we are cooking on Twitch right now. Thank you very much for the follow. That's world class. What's up? Nothing really. Nothing at all. I'll be honest. There's not a lot going on. This is a very boring race so far. Merry Christmas, chat. Merry Christmas to you, Jennifer. all-time record in Austria is a 1 minute 1.1. I mean, that's a couple seconds quicker than the world record. So that, you must be the greatest to ever do it, and some. You know what I mean? Oh, long two.
Into turn 3. Get the extra. There you go, darling. Come on.
Your strategy is so good, I'm impressed. Thank you. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to work yet, the one-stopper, but, you know, we're trying.
One, two.
There it is. Okay, Russell's fast, granted, but he's not that fast. I mean, he's going to lose another 20 seconds because he's two-stopping. So, it's going pretty good, I think. Gap to Leclerc! 9 seconds, and he's got another stop as well, so... This is a tricky one. No idea how it's going to go yet. I was saving up for GT7 and F1. GT7 is so good. It's such a shame I can't play it anymore because I moved to PC. I think it's worth it just because PC is so much better, but oh, what a game GT7 is. I think there was the World Series was on last night. I was watching it. It was very good stuff. Okay, Russell's pretty quick, actually. I changed my mind. Oh, yellow flag. One of the front runners is out. I think it's Leclerc. It is Leclerc! Leclerc! That's such a bad impression. It's embarrassing. Charles Leclerc is retiring from the Grand Prix. If this brings out the safety car, I'm going to be livid.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, there. Sorry, mate. I've got 5 other chats. It's quite hard to keep up. Do I usually play solo or squad?
We didn't quite get what we needed out of that, I'm afraid, but don't worry about it.
There's F1 squads.
Let's focus to the end.
What's that? Is there an F1 squad mode? What's his user on Twitch? It's the same thing, just F1 Crim. Same with Kick as well. I want to stream on TikTok as well, but I still can't get to 1,000 followers. I get quite a good amount of views, but no one ever follows me. It's quite sad. My favourite guy is Russell. That's not a bad pick, to be fair.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out.
Seriously? You absolute bastards! FIA! You bastards! No way they've done that.
Delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
What a load of bollocks. This should be fine, right? No, it's not. Never mind. Stop! Stop! Okay, there we go. Right, well that's ruined my strategy. Quite literally, the entire race is done at this point. What's going to happen now? You know, maybe I should actually, no, I shouldn't have picked. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Because at this point, I'm getting jump scared by Twitch follow sounds. Yes, Eric and Sam. Wait, we're 3 off 200. If any of you, that was not English. If any of you have Twitch accounts, go, go, go. We're almost at 200. Ugh. I create gaming art like banners, logos and stuff. Good for you. I do that too. That's literally my job. Well, not exactly that, but sometimes that. So what's going to happen now is I'm on brand new hard. No, not on brand new hards. I'm on old hards. We've got Piastri on new mediums, probably going to the end. I think they're all going to the end at this point. And obviously all their tyres are way better than mine. The whole strategy of the idea of the one stop was obviously everyone's got one more pit stop and then I just have to, you know, be fast and consistent. Now, I've got to try and survive to stay in fourth. I'm cooked. You're Eric, go. Right, good one, Patrick. That's good stuff. Ugh. F1 24 is my first F1 game. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, this is so cooked. So cooked. I have no idea how this... this could only mean bad for me. Yeah, I'm dead. I think I'm going to have to go for 5th here. Hopefully I can, you know, be quicker than Alonso. There's a Ferrari in about 13th at the minute. That's going to be, obviously, quite a rival. But I'm basically fighting for 5th. What AI level do I play at? 110. Do I know Russell lost? I mean, lose what exactly? He's lost quite a lot, to be fair. I mean, Russell's right there, look. He ain't lost yet, in my race at least. Pit for new mediums? Well, yeah, but then I have to pit again, because I'm not doing that many laps on them. They'd be dead. I'd also drop to last. Or, well, 19th at least. Maybe I should have pitted for mediums when the safety car first came out, but I feel like they'd be dead. I don't know. It's all hindsight. I don't know. I do not know. Can I show you one of the examples I made for another gamer? I mean, I guess so. Russell lost the season. Well, that's not too surprising, considering... Why is the safety car so quick? This is unheard of. It's doing over 300. I mean, with the car he had, you can't expect him to win. I'll play 105 on some tracks, 110. That used to be exactly me on last year's game, and for some reason this year's game, even on my really bad tracks, I could do 110. It's very strange. We're just gonna have to go for it and just see what happens, basically. Your heart's already on 20. Is another chance for another... Oh yeah, if there's another safety car, then absolutely, well, but I'll be straight in. But at this point, yeah, it's just annoying because if there wasn't a safety car, my one stop would have probably got me on the podium, if not more. But because everyone's got a free stop except me, now I'm the one that's cooked. I mean, I might be able to get one on a restart, because usually the AI are really bad at them. And here we go. The Austrian Grand Prix is back underway. Can we go for a run on Piastri? Absolutely, because the AI are really slow off the restarts. They need to patch that. So we're in the top 3, but obviously... probably not for long. All right, Perez. Well, I forgot how to say your name. You explained it to me once. It was like Furiez or Ferez or something like that. I'm sorry, I forgot. But I'm doing pretty good. You started your stream quite early, I did, mate. My sleep schedule is that of a vampire at the minute. Asleep all day and awake all night, so the only window to get a stream in before passing out of exhaustion was in the morning. So yeah. You alright, Finn? Oh, I'm so dead. Do I get offers from designers? Well, no, because I am a designer myself. That's literally my occupation, so I don't need to. I just do it myself. You know what I mean? Furiez, yeah, I remember now. Without pronouncing, so yeah, so I said it right. Ferez. That's a good name, man. That sounds Spanish. I like it.
Okay, Michael. Piastri's behind you now. We wanna
On
keep them
what
behind, please.
planet do you think I'm gonna do that? Like, genuinely. I'm gonna have to do a Fernando Alonso Hungary 21 if you want me to do that. Around a track where it's really easy to overtake. I don't know who you think I am.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
Why? It's a bit too late to tell me to box, Mark. You could have told me that about, what, 4 laps ago when the safety car came out? It's not my real name? Of course, yes. It's still a good name regardless.
Okay,
Yep,
that wasn't
thank you.
quite what we needed there, I'm afraid.
I might have failed the objective, but I have not lost this battle yet, as I now have DRS. Come on, then. Oh. That's pretty fast. Wait, no. The famous turn 4 where everyone always crashes. Round the outside of Oscar Pearsley. He's still fighting it due to the increased tyre grip he's got, and I think I'm going to have to face facts. There is no fighting that. Yeah, he's gone. Now, ideally, I want to try and finish, you know, ahead of Russell in between the Mercedes. But I think, honestly, Antonelli is going to be just as quick now. So I might be on for a P6, and that's going to be my maximum, which is really unlucky. Considering if my strategy was right and there weren't no safety car. If there wasn't a safety car, I'd probably get a podium. It's really sad. All part of racing, though. Tell that to McLaren. I gotta leave. I'll see you later, Jennifer. And a very Merry Christmas to you. What mods get the V12 sound? It's just on overtake.gg. It's literally just called, like, engine mods. And you get a V8, V10, V12, V6, like an old V6, I think. And then there's also older F1 game sounds. Come on, Antonelli, scrap your teammate for us. Just like you gifted Norris the championship, gift me a P4 finish. I'm joking, by the way. He definitely did not do that. That was just really dumb from other people. The abuse he got because of that was outrageous. Thank you, Merry Christmas, brother. You too as well. Ah! We have 8 laps remaining, technically 9. Don't know what's going on, but I am massively faster than Russell for some reason. I don't know that one. That's one for Dexter to take care of. Some people take that joke literally. I think most people will. The idea of mockery and sarcasm has just completely been lost from the world, especially on social media. Like, there's no... I can't say the word. It's like the one word I can't say. Not, you know, like the longer version of satire, like satirical. That word. That, the whole idea of that is just gone. Why is Norris pitting? Alright, you do new Norris. We're now into the podium places. Okay. Cheers for that one, Lando. Maybe you'll be the one gifting me a podium, not Antonelli. Good stuff. You play on controller on wheel? I'm on a wheel, my friend. I don't think controller players can be this smooth. This is... only a thing that Will gets. I should have said keyboard. That would have been really funny. Podium ain't bad. It's really not bad. To be honest, though, I'm outperforming my machinery is what the fans would say, as I'm in an Alpine and my average finish is like 3rd. But again, it's the 4th race in a row where a certain circumstance goes my way and I win. Melbourne, I spun on the opening lap, which was my fault, but still. And then Bahrain, I was on the 1 stop, there was a safety car. I was leading the race for about 1 corner before Leclerc crashed into me and I finished 5th. Jeddah, I was by far the fastest there, but Max Verstappen had way better tyre wear, so he overtook me and won. And now at Austria, the 1 stop would have won me the race, but then a safety car came out, everyone got a free stop except me, and now I'm trying to survive to finish in 3rd. But I'll be honest, I'm a bit confused as to why there are people stopping. Norris has stopped, Russell has stopped, I'm very confused. Driver ahead, driver in front.
Okay, Antonelli behind. Time last lap, 1:09.1. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old.
Thank you. Driver in front.
McLaren driver ahead. And the time last lap was...
That's just disrespect to Oscar Piastri. I mean, he might be an incredibly boring human being, but you gotta respect the Aussie. You can't just call a 9 Grand Prix winner, 9-time Grand Prix winner, and 3rd place championship finisher, McLaren driver. Come on. Put some respect on his name. Goodness me. What season am I on? This is my 1st season. This is my 4th race in the whole thing. I very rarely get career modes past season 2, because I keep starting new ones. Well, I'm recommended to pit because I chose a 2-stop strategy, but halfway through the race I was like, you know what, I can do a 1-stop, so that's when I switched to the 1-stop. The tyres are nice and good. I wouldn't say that. They're decent, but the pace of a new tyre would be about probably a 2.5 seconds quicker a lap. Oh, cheeky little short shift, do you like that? Still though, I'm slightly ahead of Antonelli. I'm a bit concerned about Lando Norris though, who is currently gaining by about 2 seconds a lap. Actually, probably what I said, 1.5 seconds. I'm just going to have to hope that Antonelli puts up some sort of fight even for half a second, because that could be the difference between me finishing 3rd and 4th in this race. Look behind me. There's nothing there. Oh, wait! You mean him! Yeah. Max is in my room. Deal with it. He's my favourite driver? No, he's my 3rd favourite, actually. 2nd place being Jenson Button. 1st place being a certain Mexican. Alright, David. Ugh! Oh, Lando's doing more than 1.5 seconds a lap. Oh, no. Come on, Antonelli, fight for me. It's just like Qatar. Lando on the much faster tyre, overtaking Antonelli to get back in the title fight. Oh, no. This is going to go right down to the wire. Between me and Lando Norris, or Nando Loris. Checo Perez, Checo, spot on, mate. Well done. I mean, it's not going to be Carlos Rodriguez, is it? Let's be honest. Is it Carlos Rodriguez, is that his name? I should know. Or is it Pedro Rodriguez? It's one of them two, I think. Could be neither, to be fair. Well, actually, it could be Esteban Gutierrez. You know? Could be him. I mean, to be fair, you say, like, yeah, the Max cutout means I'm a Max fan. That's not even, like, the main thing. I've got, I think, 3 Max posters. I've got model cars. I've got hats. I've even got, his signed shirt on my wall. But I've also got a signed Perez shirt and Perez's helmet. It's one of the two in that helmet case behind me. So there are signs of both. I've also got a Lando Norris poster, a Michael Schumacher poster, and an Ayrton Senna poster. All of them I made myself. So that's nice, I guess. I guess that's the perk of being a graphic designer. You can just make them yourself and print them. Checo Cadillac's going to be good, in my opinion. I think so as well. I bloody well hope so, at least. I think Perez is a redemption. He doesn't need to prove it to anyone because he doesn't care, to be honest. I hope he doesn't anyway about, like, others' opinions of him. But the way people treated him and think of him now, after that final year at Red Bull, I want him to be at least decent. Like, beat Bottas in the race head-to-head. And if the car's decent, maybe score the odd point, you know? Just go out on a high. You know what I mean?
Okay, clear.
Alright, so we have 2 laps remaining, and Lando is 2.2 seconds behind. And he is catching by more than a second a lap. Wait! Anthony's fighting him! Go on, my son! Go, go, go! Come on, Antonelli, yes! What a guy! Look at him go! Oh, my favourite driver now, by far. By far my favourite. Sergio Perez, you're mid. Kimi Antonelli, you are the GOAT. It doesn't even matter now, I don't think, that Lando's got past him. Because... Wait, no, Anthony might get him back because he might have DRS. Oh, what a driver. It's revenge for Qatar. I'm going to the diddly party. We don't know what that means, to be honest. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Subway Sandwich Footlong. Fantastic name, by the way. I've never had Subway. I think it's because I look at their price and think, really, it's just a bit of bread. It's just like I can make an ham sandwich at home. What's the idea? That's a good name, nonetheless. Do another race after this? I'm not, no. I only do 2 per day to avoid burnout. And I did one at Jeddah earlier today. If I do any more than 2, I get really bad burnout for about a week, and I can't really afford that right now. But the final lap of the Australian then. Austrian Grand Prix is here. Lando Norris 1.5 seconds behind. He is literally there. There is a chance he can still get me, but he's going to have to do it here. And I don't think he's going to have DRS. So, the one stop should have worked. I know it's ifs, buts and whats, but if there was no safety car due to Leclerc's DNF, then we would have been on for a P1 today. But given the fact that my rivals all had brand new tyres, and I'm still on the used hards from lap, like, 12, to have okay pace, I'm within 5 seconds of Oscar, I think that's really good stuff. I've got to be careful, Orlando, here. If I put my car there, we should be fine. Max Verstappen wins for the 2nd time in a row. Shocking to literally no one. Piastri finishes 2nd, and it's going to be Michael Schumacher taking 3rd place at the Red Bull Ring. I like it. Not too much celebration. It's alright. It's decent, you know what I mean? Oh, Big Dog. What a name that is as well. Thanks for the follow, mate. Oh, 2 followers off on 200 on Twitch. If you... Oh, my arse. If you have a Twitch account, go bloody get. We could have 200 today, which is outrageous. My first F1 game was 21. That's a very good one, to be fair. I like it. That was my first one as well. Welcome back, F1 guy. Good drive. I think it was all right. There is still another level, but it's okay. It's all right. You're right, Paul. I love your stream, but I have to go. Remember, next live, F1 2020 Deluxe Michael Schumacher. That's if I can afford it, to be honest. Have I ever raced online? I've done a lot of ranked,
But with more races lined up, be sure to
just
join
out
us
of
when we
free
come back
time.
with
It's
more
very
Formula
mid
One.
because there's like 5 people that turn up and they crash into you. I have played that survival challenge, but I usually just win by 5 seconds and it's a bit boring. I still want to do open lobbies at some point, but I keep putting it off. I don't know why. I like Breaking Point. I don't like the story at all. It seems like it was made up in about 4 seconds. And I haven't played Breaking Point 3 yet for some reason, so I might do that for a stream, you know? It could be a good idea. My first and only is 2012. I mean, if it's good, why play anything else? I mean, if people still play 2020, 21, or 23 now, I don't blame them. Those games are fantastic. They are as good as this. I will say, though, you should probably, if you don't own 25 and you want, well, put it this way. F126 is going to be a DLC for 25. So you must own 25 to get access to the 26 cars and I think the Madrid track as well. Although I've not heard anything about that. Obviously, there's a whole new racetrack, the Madrid Ring, or whatever it's called. And I don't know if we're even going to get that. Anyway, on to the race. We finished 3rd after starting 12th on a dodgy strategy, so I'm actually very happy with that. Lando Norris only 2 tenths back, but I'll tell you what, only 5 seconds off Oscar in how many laps? I don't know. So it was 13 laps. So I was only losing about 4 tenths a lap to Oscar. That is not bad at all. That's pretty good. You have to race online one day and stream with the pros. I don't know how I'm supposed to get into the pro lobbies, considering I'm very average and not really well known. But you know, I mean, I know there's that creator series. I'd love to drive in that. I'd probably crash on like the 4th lap, but it'd still be great to do that. But let's take a look at the standings after our second and final race of the day. Can I do an open lobby? Not now, no. Right, so we have taken 3rd in the standings. I don't even know who we got ahead of. Probably Leclerc. My ears! Why does that scare me so much? I need to change that. Ah, yes, Garish. 1 more follow. And we will have 200 on Twitch. Want to do a 2-player career? Because I'm just bored right now. Fair enough. It's a very boring time of year, I suppose, sometimes. I don't know. Most days are pretty boring for me. I wake up. I don't really do anything, go to bed. But no, I think I'll pass. But thank you for the offer. 2-player careers are always a bit hard because you have to find someone that is exactly the same pace as you. I think the only way I do a 2-player career is if there is someone that is exactly the same speed as me on every track, because then it would actually be quite entertaining. You know, like Jarno Otmir and Jake Benham, like, that was world class. Right, Matty? Right, anyway, constructor standings looks like this. We are on 59. We're still ahead of Mercedes by 19. Not bad overall. And, good stuff. Okay, yes, Matty, I've said hello. We don't need to say it 6 times. Do you know what I mean? You know, I don't miss any chats ever. You don't need to say, yeah. We get it. We say, yeah, hello. Welcome. I'm mid. I mean, I don't rate myself that highly, but obviously finding someone that is exactly the same skill, unless you're the absolute best or the absolute worst, is going to be nigh on impossible. Hence why I've never done a 2-player career before. Ooh, a secret meeting. Now, I want to point out, if I do finish all 10 seasons of this career mode, I intend to do 3 with Benetton, 5 with Ferrari, and then 2 with Mercedes. So if this isn't Ferrari, I'm not going to bother. It's Williams. Why even turn up? Your car is worse than ours. What AI do I play on? I'm on 110. But some tracks it should be about 115. So, yeah.
Me again. Been chatting
Hey,
with
shut up!
and they're delighted with the loyalty you're showing to the team and the project. Now's a good time to ask for a bonus or a boat or whatever it is you.
I don't want a boat.
The car.
I want a chicken tikka sandwich and a bar of Snicks. Snicks? I just could buy Twix and Snickers. I mean, Twix, that's the one. Oof. I never look at your chats. Yeah, because you just say let. I don't think you say you seem to have an obsession of Lando Norris, but I don't think I've seen you spell his name right. You just keep saying let Norris pass. It's not really a comment to answer. I can't just go, no. I put it on 80? Well, that's not bad, is it? They still call that, what, hard? Or legend or something? Expert, look at that. It's not bad, though. What do they call these? Alright, so every 20, you got very easy, easy, medium, hard. And then you get expert, master, legend, ultimate. I feel like there should be one from 105 onwards called, like, twat. Is 95 AI good? It's not bad. Well, actually, that's very good if you think about it, like I just said. I do 85. See, there you go. Everyone does different difficulties. They're all not bad. To be honest, I feel like even if you're missing fingers and you play on a keyboard, you can still play on, like, 20. But yeah, they're not bad. The only body of liquid... What? Well, technically nothing rhymes with orange unless you change the way you say it and give it an extra syllable. But anyways, we finish the Austrian Grand Prix in third. It's not bad form overall, really, is it? Third, fifth, second, third. And that Bahrain stings, because that should have been a third, probably a first. Actually, I think I've said it. I should have won every race. Melbourne, I spun. Bahrain, I had a crash. Jeddah, I had high tyre wear. And Austria, there was an unlucky safety car. So the pace is there. Unfortunately, the next race is Silverstone, which I'm really, 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 really bad at compared to the AI. So that's going to be, hopefully, my only stinker of the season. But then we have Spa straight afterwards. Arguably, my best track on the calendar. So hopefully, the next time I do this, I will have a stinker at Britain and then an absolute class drive at Spa. That's the plan. I want to do 110, but I want to wheel first. I'll be honest. I feel like 110 controller players are, like, incredible players. Like, they are genuinely the best. I mean, playing on a wheel and being okay on a wheel is immediately going to gain you about 10 to 15 difficulty just because it's just easier and better. But yeah, Thom is live. Well, I mean, I've got 3 viewers on Twitch right now. Shall I go and send them to Thom? Should we go do that? I've never actually raided someone before, so I could do that. But I'm going to be heading off now. I've done me 2 races, and that's usually me lot. So, yeah, I enjoyed that, though, massively. I was a bit tired and a bit like, oh, I don't really want to before the stream, but I'll tell you what, that was a good bunch of fun. I think the next stream I'll be doing my Lamborghini My Team, but I don't know yet. I usually don't know what I'm doing until 10 minutes before I start. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. I'm good at racing. Thanks. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely Christmas, as it is now only about 60 hours away, which is just a stupid thing to say. And I don't know what I'll be doing when I come back. Next, I could be doing the Schumacher career, the Lamborghini career. I could be doing open lobbies. I could be doing the survival challenge. I could be playing Breaking Point. I don't know. Honestly, I do not have a clue until I actually do it. So yeah, I'll see you lot next time. Thank you for tuning in today. It's been lovely having you and talking to you. And, well, I'll see you lot later. So goodbye. Goodbye. Dude! I just realised, why do I bother with this stream ending and starting bollocks? It literally does nothing except just stat pad time stream by an extra 2 minutes. It does seem a bit pointless in hindsight, I'll be honest. Let's do something better instead. I got a better idea, hang on. Let's see if this works. There we go. Oh, you can even see the Checo Perez poster I made just behind him. That's nice. Prepare your eardrums. This is going to get quite loud. Warning, headphone users. Let's have it! Yes! Super Max! La 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 la. Unbelievable content. I'll see you a lot tomorrow or the day after. I can't even speak anymore. Thank you for watching.